In summertime, when leaves grow green and birds sing on every tree, Robin Hood went to Nottingham as fast as he could dree. And as he came to Nottingham, a tinker he did meet, and seeing him a lusty blade, he did him kindly greet. "Where dost thou live?" quoth Robin Hood, "I pray thee now me tell. Sad news I hear there is abroad, I fear all is not well." "What is that news?" the tinker said, "Tell me without delay. I am a tinker by my trade, and do live at Banbury." "As for the news," quoth Robin Hood, "it is but as I hear. 2 tinkers they were set i' the stocks for drinking ale and beer." "If that be all," the tinker said, "as I may say to you, your news it is not worth a fart, since that they all be true. For drinking of good ale and beer, you will lose your part." "No, by my faith," quoth Robin Hood, "I love it with all my heart." "What news abroad?" quoth Robin Hood, "Tell me what thou dost hear. Being thou goest from town to town, some news thou need not fear." "All the news," the tinker said, "I hear it is for good. It is to seek a bold outlaw, which they call Robin Hood. I have a warrant from the king to take him where I can. If you can tell me where he is, I will make you a man. The king will give £100 that he could but him see, and if we can but now him get, it will serve you and me." "Let's see that warrant," said Robin Hood. "I'll see if it be right, and I will do the best I can for to take him this night." "That will I not," the tinker said, "none with it will I trust. And where he is, if you'll not tell, take him by force I must." But Robin Hood, perceiving well how then the game would go, "If you will go to Nottingham, we shall find him, I know." The tinker had a crabtree staff, which was both good and strong. Robin he had a good strong blade, so they went both along. And when they came to Nottingham, there they both took one in, and they called for ale and wine, to drink it was no sin. But ale and wine they drank so fast, that the tinker he forgot what thing he was about to do. It fell so to his lot, that while the tinker fell asleep, he made then haste away, and left the tinker in the lurch for the great shot to pay. But when the tinker wakened and saw that he was gone, he called then even for his host, and thus he made his moan: "I had a warrant from the king, which might have done me good. That is to take a bold outlaw, some call him Robin Hood. But now my warrant and money's gone, nothing I have to pay, and he that promised to be my friend, he is gone and fled away." "That friend you tell on," said the host, "they call him Robin Hood, and when that first he met with you, he meant you little good. Had I known it had been he, when that I had him here, the one of us should have tried our strength, which should have paid full dear. In the meantime I must away, no longer here I'll bide, but I will go and seek him out, whatever do me betide." But one thing I would gladly know, what here I have to pay. 10 shillings just, then said the host, I'll pay without delay. Or else take here my working bag, and my good hammer too, and if that I light but on the knave, I will then soon pay you. The only way then, said the host, and not to stand in fear, is to seek him among the parks, killing of the king's deer. The tinker he then went with speed, and made then no delay, till he had found then Robin Hood, that they might have a fray. At last he spied him in a park, hunting then of the deer. What knave is that, quoth Robin Hood, that doth come me so near? No knave, the tinker said, and that you soon shall know. Whether of us hath done most wrong, my crabtree staff shall show. Then Robin drew his gallant blade, made then of trusty steel, but the tinker laid on him so fast, that he made Robin reel. Then Robin's anger did arise, he fought full manfully, until he made the tinker almost then fit to fly. With that they had a bout again, they plied their weapons fast. The tinker thrashed his bones so sore, he made him yield at last. A boon, Robin, he cries, if thou wilt grant it me. Before I do, the tinker said, I'll hang thee on this tree. But the tinker, looking him about, Robin his horn did blow. Then came unto him Little John, and William Scadlock too. What is the matter, quoth Little John, you sit in the highway side? Here is a tinker that stands by, that hath paid well my hide. That tinker then, said Little John, fain that blade I would see, and I would try what I could do, if he'll do as much for me. But Robin he then wished them both, they should the quarrel cease, that henceforth we may be as one, and ever live in peace. And for the jovial tinker's part, £100 I'll give in the year, to maintain him on as long as he doth live. In manhood he is a mettle man, and a mettle man by trade. I never thought that any man should have made me so afraid. And if he will be one of us, we will take all one fare, and whatsoever we do get, he shall have his full share. So the tinker was content with them to go along, and with them a part to take. And so I end my song.